What are you doing, Miss Ayase?
What? I ain't doing nothing.
It's what you're doing with your hand. If it's a game, I don't know the rules.
No idea what you're talking.
All right, my friends, we just got done watching Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, and I still missed that OP, I swear. This was episode number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of season number 2, or episode number 17. This is all about 𝐤𝐸. And really, I guess it wasn't even really about 𝐤𝐸 this episode. This was more of a transitional episode now dealing with 𝐤𝐸 outside of what he was before. And now basically what they set up is the fact that 𝐤𝐸 can transform into the mind's eye, one-eyed, demon, yokai, whatever. If hot water touches him, he turns into regular 𝐤𝐸. And if cold water touches him, he turns into the mind's eye, which is why at the end of the episode, he gets touched by some cold soy sauce. And he turns into mind's eye once again. To combat this, Momo has basically made Ken and Aira live with her. And let me think what else happened this episode. Oh, we found out that the weird evil lady that was part of like the cult or whatever, the big family that was protecting the snake. Apparently she's a alien. And I think that is pretty stupid. I don't like that. I've been very vocal that I don't like this arc whatsoever. I think it's not very good. And now that she has turned into an alien, MIB style, and she threw away her, human skin or whatever, I think that just furthers my dislike of this whole arc. But whatever, that happened this episode. Outside of that, I think this was just a very transitional episode. It transitioned us from this big thing that just happened, reintroduced Aira back into it, recruited Aira, and I guess the highlight of the show was Okarun and Ayase in the car, and their hands were touching like a little bit, and then Ayase is like, put your hand back, and then she does the she did like the little tap dance just all over Okarun's hand. I was like, 1, hella funny, 2, hella cute. So definitely love that. That was probably the highlight and the best moment of today's show, today's episode for sure. I think if I had to put a rating on it, I think I would give this week's episode a 7 out of 10. I think it was a good episode. Very transitional. But I think it was a good episode still. I don't really have a whole lot of like... I don't have a lot of like nitpicks about it. It's just the fact that it was a transitional episode. It was just to set up what 𝐤𝐸's going to be like now. It was to set up how his powers are going to work with hot and cold. It was to set up, Mr. X-Ray guy getting out of his, getting out of holding 𝐤𝐸 back anymore. It was setting up Aira to come back once again. And then it was set up for, old lady who's actually random alien person to kind of show us, who's going to be like the bad guy or, the next villain, which is going to be that weird lady now turned alien. So that just basically says, hey, we're now pivoting away from, yokai, mountain god, ghost person. Now we're transitioning back to aliens again. I feel like they could have done something different, but that's what they decided to do. So yeah. Outside of that, not a whole lot else happened this week. So, I mean, yay for Ayase and Okarun's love. Growing. So that's all I have for you guys. 7 out of 10, maybe 6 out of 10, but let's go with 7. 7 out of 10 this week. Good episode of Dun Dun Dun. See you guys next week for the next episode, which will be episode number 6. See you then, my friends. Easy out, quick one. Hope you guys have a good day.